Hey my people, Happy New Year, Lion Spirit here with another message. Yeah, it's been a tough year and I wish for all of you the best for 2024. Let the things go, let things behind, You don't have to lay hands on people who treated you bad, who think they have to play God in your life, decide for you, whatever. No, man, woman. Most High will take care for all these things. Alright, so my topic today. See, as you might know, I want to stop making videos about, zoomed too closely into narcissism, and I want to move on with different topics probably. But one of the last seals that I did not understand, I have broken now. And it's about, I never understood, how is it possible that the narcissist, and it shows most in the covert narcissist, in the imploded vulnerable narcissist, but the overt narcissist has it too. I'm talking about the insecurity and low self-esteem. The covert narcissist acts it out, he lives it out, he shows it, he even uses it as a strategy, he adopts complete victimhood he accepts this role, he plays this role, but he quickly switches it to abuser from victim. Anyway, the overt narcissist, he mimics, no, he is under camouflage, he puts on a show in order to hide his insecurity. He fakes confidence, he fakes being secure to not show his vulnerability and his insecurity. And I wondered, how is it possible that these people that have a negative self-image, low self-esteem, all these things, how is it possible that they still feel entitled over others and play God in the life of other people, or they try to? And a few weeks ago I would not have understood that. I was wondering, I could not get it together. But for me the key to understand this is to understand the narcissist's self-absorption in thinking, in his existence. What does it mean that they are completely self-absorbed? This means that they are not part of the reality the way that healthy people are part of reality. Let me first describe how a normal person works, how it acts. And I will also explain you why it has such a strong character of awakening to get in touch with narcissists and understand narcissism that abuse you. Why is it so much of an experience like awakening? All right. So, a healthy person, an empath, with high self-esteem, for him, in a naive way, he lives in paradise before he is waking up, before he gets to know the narcissist. He lives in paradise because everything for him works in an effortless way, kind of. Everything works, he knows his place in life. He has got his high self-esteem coming from whatever. It could be sports, I'm playing in this position, in this sport, and I'm very good at this. I'm running a half marathon and I will finish amongst the top 5% of my age. I am good in my job at making server rack structures or programming or whatever. You get your self-esteem for something. Music, could be music, it could be I have never fucked up other people's life, childhoods. I am a very good father, whatever it is. Choose yours. You know, everybody has a self-esteem. Real self-esteem is always based in something. It grows slowly. And there is, of course, a lot of false self-esteem, this kind of aggression or defensive mechanisms. This is not real. This is insecurity, basically. Real self-esteem is self-validating. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to compete with others about it. It's there. Boom. Hey, here I it. Bomba wall. Let's go. All right. So this is the basic state of a healthy person, and it can also be this person is also could believe in God. I'm not talking about whether it's right or wrong. I'm not gonna go into religious topics, but let's say you believe in God. It doesn't have to be God-fearing, but you know there is something bigger than you, something stronger than you. You might admire people like Michael Jordan, Bruce Lee, you name it, whatever you admire. And you respect these people, you respect other people. It can only be a handful of people. But people where you know they are bigger than me, they know how to do something in a way that is absolutely respectable, no question about it. David Goggins, whatever it is for you. And this puts you in the right place. You have your self-esteem, which shows you how big you are, but you also have this people over you, or God, something that is bigger than you, and this gives you the place in life. And you also realize that there are all kinds of people around you within reality, and you share reality with them, and they can decide their own place. You will not decide for them, because you know there is God, and God is doing these things. God is deciding over people, not me. I'm not decide. You know, I might decide to a certain degree over my children, and this is also my duty, my job. This is the right thing. But I will not look at the person and say, oh, you know what? Okay, now I go to the sick side a little bit, to the narcissists. They will have selfish, self-absorbed interest, and they will then camouflage this and polish it up by lying to themselves and others, by creating stories that what they want is the best for everybody. And they will see a person and say, you know, they have their own interest, of course, as always, but they will pursue their own interest and say, this is the best for this person too, if this happens, and we will make it this way, and this person will end up there, and this money will go over there, and we will do it this way, and this and that. And then it will be the best for everybody. But in fact, these people try to play God, and what they imagine will not work out in no way, no single way. It will be the worst for everybody involved, especially them. You know, they're preparing a medicine for you, and they will have to drink it all out, and they will hate it. They think probably that they create a nice situation for themselves. They want to celebrate, but they will create hell for themselves. And this is that nature that I did not understand before. They are self-absorbed completely. So everything that happens is not happening in reality, in a shared world with other people. It's happening in their own fantasy. And this is a very empty space with no life in it, no external things happening. And this can explain why these people play God, because there is nothing else. There's nothing above them, no other person, no other God. It's only them. They are alone. And this is why they feel insecure and have low self-esteem and still put themselves over you, because you do not exist in their world. You are just a dead picture in their fantasy. And there is also no God. They actually believe they are God, and they play God, but the result is terrible. Some of them think they do the best they can for everybody, but the result, judge it yourself. So I hope I still get this video in TikTok. Have a safe day. Line Spirit out. Yeah, hey, and why is it that there is this strong nature of awakening when you get narcissistically abused and get to know narcissism? Why does it feel so much like awakening? It's really a multiple awakening. Of course, one reason that comes to mind immediately is because you never really believe what you have learned, and you need to go through the pain multiple times of being treated cold-blooded, cold-hearted, free of empathy. You have to be lied to multiple times, and then you say, oh, now I understand it. These people are this way. I have to treat them different. But you cannot really fully grasp it because you are so trained to be social, so trained to do good in life, to try to read other people by comparing them to you. But this is just no go. And this is why you have to do it multiple times. And this is one explanation why it is such a character of awakening. But the other thing is, and that just recently also came to my realization, and this is because of this way to think that they are self-absorbed completely, that it is one hollow space. This is the narcissist, and everything goes through his perception into this hollow space, and outside of that hollow space there is nothing. It's not existence. This is why they not participate in reality. This is why they live in the shared fantasy. The shared fantasy can be added up to other narcissists, so they can put themselves together in an intimate relationship or connect themselves to a cult together. But this is just expanding this hollow space. It does not have something to do with reality, you know. And this helps you to understand and predict their behavior much better. And this also helped me to give me the clue about this awakening character, because you now understand, oh, there is a meat suit or a skinwalker or a gang stalker, so I'll go the other way. Just kidding, my people. Hey, it's good people out there, right? All right. Why don't I get to the topic, huh? Why? Can you tell me? So, awakening. It is, I promise, now I'm getting there. It is because back in the days, before you knew it, you just lived your life in a naive way. You were born in the world, you explored the world, you grew, you got your self-confidence, you got everything running, you did everything right, but you did not know that it was right. You had clues about it, but you were not sure about it. And when you went through all the hardships, all the attempts of the narcissists to steal your star, your light, your ideas, your personality, basically, it cannot run. When you went through all this, they try to put self-doubt in you, to doubt all these things, you know. And they suggested you the opposite, self-destructive behavior. It's coming all from them. And they try to switch that with you. They put it in your shoes and they want to get your shoes in return. But this obviously doesn't work. But the result of all this is that now you are aware that nothing is granted. Knowing your place in the world is not granted. Being motivated in the morning is not granted. Being positive about everything is not granted. Trusting in the world is not granted. Being open-hearted is not granted. Living in love is not granted. Everything you did before automatically without thinking about it as a natural flow coming out of you wonderfully, amazingly. The universe is such a nice place. You are part of nature. Nature is a part of you. No matter what kind of science you study, it teaches you something about you, but something about the world as well. And it's so an amazing place. You know what I'm saying? It's fascinating. Life is fascinating. And all these things you were not so aware. But through getting to know these people that lack all of this, you now know nothing is granted. This is all a blessing, your blessing. And it is also comparable to a little bit to when you work in a job and you do something that is not so easy and you do it not so often. You drive a big machine and then the boss comes. Then you have to focus and go slow and not get nervous. And the next step of mastery is to explain what you do while authorities watch you doing it, and you still be able to do it. And at some point you can do it always the same way, no matter whether somebody is watching, whether you explain it or not. And this is that awakening character. You get more aware of what you really always did right. So, in short, the message of the narcissist to you is keep doing what you've been doing. And every attack they launch at you is just another validation that you do everything right. Just don't adopt the self-doubt. Don't take any suggestions from them of self-destructive behavior. This is their past. This is the circles that they are stuck in. It's not yours. Let it behind. Keep doing what you've been doing. And have a great 2024, my friends. Right, I'm going towards this person now. And have a safe day.